Go.
God, what have I already said? Okay, so how can you guys get involved and help? Well, first and foremost, plastic bottles. These are the most common thing we are finding on our beach cleans, but also the most easily avoidable. You get yourself a reusable drinks bottle and drink from the tap. They've now found microplastics in all variations of bottled water, and they've also found it in beer as well. So I thought if anything was going to make us change our ways, it would be microplastics in our beer, but apparently not. Also, there are major health concerns that come from drinking from plastic bottles, especially if they're left out in cars and in the heat, because all of the additives and the toxic chemicals that they use to make the plastic will leach into your drink and into your body. Now, these are known to be major hormone disruptors and cause major problems in our delicate internal systems. So it's a massive concern for your human health as well as the health of the environment. Another thing, plastic straws. Again, really common finding these on our beach cleans. Some of you have probably seen the video on Facebook of the turtle with the plastic straw stuck up its nose. These things are completely lethal when they end up in the environment. And again, there are also loads of alternatives. You can get a metal straw, a glass straw, or even a pasta straw that you can eat afterwards. I'm not sure about that one, but it's out there. And finally, plastic cutlery, this single-use plastic cutlery, and I have a short video here just to show you how absolutely ludicrous it is that we are still using plastic cutlery.
4.5 billion years ago, a giant molecular cloud collapses in space, setting free a solar nebula out of which a planet is born, Earth. For 2 billion years, this planet evolves and first life appears. A soup of cells, bacteria, algae, fungi, a myriad of plants come to life. Fish raid the oceans and eat the algae. They absorb the sunlight and store it in their bodies. Dinosaurs, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals, they all live and die. And each year, their dead bodies are covered by layers and layers of sediment. Heat and pressure rise, turning them into yellow-black liquid, oil. Humans arrive, and with them, geologists. They study for years to find the oil and build rigs in remote places. Giant pumps extract the liquid, and it's shipped across the oceans. A refinery now cracks it open, and once again it travels. A factory then binds the compounds and turns them into plastic pellets. Stored in big containers, around the world they go. Liquefied, they're molded into the shape of a beautiful spoon. The spoon drops and cools off to harden. Wrapped in plastic, it is put into a box, and the box is put on a pallet, and the pallet is put into a container, and the container is put on a truck, and the truck drives to a port, where the container is put on a ship, and ship, the spoon arrives 6,000 kilometers around the world, where it is picked up by a merchant who puts it on a truck and drives it to a store, where it's placed on a shelf in a temperature-controlled room, where it sits for 2 months, until you select it and pay for it with the money you've worked hard for, and you drive the spoon home, which is where you are standing right now, with the spoon in your hand. Now tell me, do you still think it's too much effort to use a metal spoon that you just have to wash?
So it's a little bit cringy, but I think it perfectly puts across that the world is 4.5 billion years old. But in the last sort of 50, 60 years, we've done almost irreversible damage with just one material. Of course, you can also join us on a beach clean, and something that's been really beneficial for businesses in Cornwall is that we've been organising private beach cleans for businesses' staff. Now, not only does this help by increasing the CSR and getting your team out and building team spirit, but it also massively benefits the mental health and well-being of your staff and anyone else that joins us on our beach cleaning. So this is me last year. I ended up having a major facial reconstruction surgery, and it was a pretty tough time for me. I was still trying to finish my degree. I was going through stuff at home, and I was at a point where my friends were saying to me, Emily, how are you still doing everything at the same time? How, at a time when others may just not want to get out of bed in the morning, you are thriving more than ever before? Now, at the time, I thought, I have no idea. But at the same time, I was making national headlines. I went to Parliament and was advising MPs on how they can reduce plastics. I was meeting other like-minded individuals receiving a letter from my lifelong hero, David Attenborough, and various other things that was just showing me that I was thriving like I never had before. And the answer was always there in front of me, but I never knew it at the time, and it was beach cleaning. Now, one of the biggest studies ever undertaken in the UK looks at elderly people going into elderly people homes. It's a well-known fact that after 1 year, 50% of them will die. Now, to drastically reduce this, all you must do is give them a house plant. Just one plant. This plant gives them a reason to wake up in the morning. It gives them a sense of self-worth, a sense of purpose and passion, something to do. Without my knowing it, I'd found my house plant in beach cleaning. It was giving me that sense of purpose and self-worth and kept me thriving like I never had before. And now I'm an ambassador for the Thrive programme, and we have Ali in the room with us from the Thrive programme, and they've just launched Thrive in Business, which is completely encompassing everything that I've said, where we're doing things to encourage that self-worth and purpose to help with business staff well-being, mental health and well-being. So thank you so much for listening, and if you have any questions, then please, we'll try our best to answer them, but if not, our emails are up there and you can contact us about anything, or if you want us to organise a beach clean for you and your business, then please do definitely get in touch. Thank you.